Hello, everybody. It's a time of year again. Well, not time of year, time of the season, I guess. Whole mid-season thing throws me off. Anyway, yeah. Let's Kill Hitler was the other night, and I actually got to watch it on the night of. Found a good download of it. Watched it with some friends. It was really cool. Anyway, so I thought it was really interesting now that we know kind of more of the history of not only River Song, but we know the history of how, what it was like for Rory and Amy growing up, and how they ended up together, and this crazy friend who ended up being their daughter, and anyway, it was all very complicated, and there's a lot of River Song haters out there, and I know I mentioned that before. There's a lot of them, and I thought she was really cool in this episode. A little hypersexual when she regenerated, but when you think about it, like, have all this extra energy, why the hell not? But the biggest complaint that I've heard about River Song is the fact that it's somebody who they're trying to make you care for, and people don't really want to know what happens to her because they don't care about her. And to me, I don't really give a care about River Song's character, but more of the relation to the Doctor, more of how, why people were trying to raise her to go after him, and all that other stuff. That's more of what interests me, not so much the fact that I'm interested in her character. I think one of the things that really pisses people off about her is that when you meet a character, you usually care about them because you know their past and all that other stuff, and you know who they are as a person, their struggle, their past, their friends, their family, what they love, their interests. But with River Song, you don't know that, and she's a character that does demand respect. That when she's in a scene, she kind of takes over it. And so it's hard because the way Moffat's writing this is he's changing the way we think about characters. Here's a character that we don't know about, so we don't care about, so, we need to find another way of caring about the character. The reason I care, like I said, the reason I care about the character is because I care about her relation to the Doctor and to the characters I already know, and not so much her own personal story, but as I'm starting to learn more about her, learn who she is, learn what she's gone through. As I'm starting to learn that, it's getting to be easier to like her as a character. Now we know why she became an archaeologist and, all that other stuff. Anyway, so no more defending River Song. That's enough of that. The biggest complaint that I have heard about the episode is that it didn't answer enough questions. And, I think part of that is, our idea, our current state of our society with this instant gratification. We want an instant gratification. We want an answer to everything. We want it when we want it. But we have to understand that, we're going to get an answer when Moffat wants us to get an answer. And, we had the same thing with Russell T Davies where, he would, we'd have to wait a really long time to find out what's going on and how they're going to, how they're going to fix things. And, that's what Russell T's done with Torchwood. We're just, 6-7 episodes in. We're just now finding out the alien connection to everything with Torchwood. Same with Moffat and Doctor Who right now is that we're just now learning, who River Song kills, why she kills him, who the Silence actually is. I was very interested to find out that the Silence isn't actually an alien race, that it's a religious order. So, it's an interesting thing. And I'm very, interested to see how it's all working out. As for the episode alone, I thought it was very funny. There were a lot of quotes that, I just thought were kind of just new classic quotes that we can go on saying. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. But one of my favorite was when River jumped out the window and was attacked, surrounded by Nazi soldiers, and she said, "Well, I was on my way to this gay gypsy bar mitzvah for the disabled when I suddenly thought, gosh, the Third Reich's a bit rubbish. I think I'll kill the Fuhrer." Like, that was really funny. And then in the giant robot thing, when in the Justice Department vehicle, when those little floating robots are coming out saying you will experience a slight tingling sensation, then death. That was really funny. And then Rory's and this I really kind of like, because it definitely said something about kind of the relationship between Rory and Amy, and when they were sucked into the vehicle, and he said, "I'm trapped in a giant robot replica of my wife. I'm trying not to see this as a metaphor." I thought that was really funny. And then, of course, there was the put Hitler in the cupboard, and I feel like, you know, as an actor, like, it would be amazing to be able to deliver lines like that, like punching Hitler and, in the cupboard Hitler and stuff like that. Like, as an actor, those would just be great lines to be able to say. And, Doctor Who's like the only show where you're going to get lines like that. I think the episode was a good episode. I don't think it was answer the questions that people wanted it to, which, whatever. Be patient, chill out. All will be revealed in time, and I understand, because I was really, really impatient after the first episode of the season, but you have to understand that Moffat's a professional, and by the end of this, we're going to, our questions are going to be satisfied, and next season Moffat has promised that it's not going to be as story arc heavy. Thank God, because this season's been a little bit ridiculous. It's really hard to bring friends into the show and get people interested in the show when you have we have seasons of setup for this. Ever since the 4th season when we first met River Song, we have seasons and seasons of setup. One of the things that I was wondering is, did the Doctor whisper to River what River whispers to the Doctor in the library? I was wondering if that's if that was a possibility. I don't know. I like the fact that now we have an explanation for how they're going to end up continuing the series after Matt Smith regenerates. I think it's good now. River gave up all of her regenerations to the Doctor, so that it's good to finally have an answer to that. Overall, I thought it was good. It was fun. It had a lot of very witty lines. It had a good concept. I agree with some other reviews that I've seen where they're saying that they could have played with the concept of the time-traveling Justice Department. They could have played with that concept a little more. Could have had the Doctor kind of lecture them a bit or something like that. I kind of feel like that was something that was not touched on as much as it could have been. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll get the answers that we're looking for, and I know we will. And next week is a Mark Gatiss episode. Mark Gatiss is always a good writer, and he's a good actor, and he's very good at everything he does. So it's going to be next week's looks very spooky, and I'm very excited for it. So, yeah, I'll talk to you